Let me show them what you can't see. When you don't have knowledge of self, you will rip and run for everyone else. So you don't want to play by the rules, huh? You know you get to pick and choose, huh?
Yo, man, we back on the porch again with your two favorite uncles, man. Uncle Goat, that's me. And you know I always got my main man, Uncle Cousin in my corner, man.
What's happening, world? How y'all feeling this evening?
Baby. And back again, my very, very beautiful sister, Auntie Nene.
Yes, yes.
Like, like
Let
she,
me
she
get it in.
Auntie Nene, Queen
back
Auntie Nene,
again.
back
You
on
know
the
what?
porch.
Hello.
I
Auntie, you
promised
okay?
everybody last week I'm gonna be on my best behavior. Hey, man,
Uh-oh.
I'm chilling. So how y'all doing tonight?
We
Doing
okay.
good.
I'm doing good, enjoying life as we should, but before we go any further, you already know what you got to do. Educate
Boom.
us, man.
There it is. You know what I'm saying? Every day is always Black History on the porch, man. So
Yes,
I'm
sir.
fit to take it way back to ancient Egyptian times. You know what? Them black people way back then, they invented the wig. No, shout out to Auntie Nene. Shout out to Auntie Nene for the wig. But y'all can fact check on as always. You know,
We gonna have to check
back
that. We gonna have to
back
check the fact.
back.
Check the
I'm
fact.
telling you, back
Check the fact.
then, women used to shave their heads so they could wear wigs. Wigs was pretty much like, I don't know, your nobility, your rank and where you were in society. And they
Mm.
even had wig
Oh.
beards. So what I'm saying, shout out to all the women that naturally grow their beard and don't need a wig. But you know, hey,
Uncle
Auntie
Goat
Nene,
need a
the wig.
wig beard. Just go ahead and say.
Hold up,
Auntie
man.
Nene, the wig history, Black history is for you. So, but
Mm.
again, I'm
Hey,
still on my best behavior. I'm just giving out Black history facts.
I appreciate them facts there, bro.
Okay.
We
You
appreciate
know.
them.
So what
Auntie
we
Nene,
got
what you
tonight?
been up to?
Oh, I just been smoothing. Smooth cruising, working, being a caregiver. Shout out to those real caregivers that take care of their parents every day. I just got to do a little, experiment today with my mom, out with her for the whole day. But same old, working, chilling, working.
Shout, shout out to everybody that take care of their parents, man. If your parents still living, hey man, that's a blessing.
Facts.
But Auntie Nene, this ain't no jab at you. Could you kind of pent that motherfucker down a little bit on the left? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You had a little high right, low left going.
Oh
All
Lord,
right, just a little
y'all.
better. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. That's the best you're gonna do until
I'm
you
Ah,
get
I'm
back
gonna let
home
it
and get
go
in the
tonight.
mirror.
I'm gonna let it go.
No,
Let it
but that was
go.
no jab. No, that was no jab. I'm just trying to get you camera ready.
you were just trying to get her camera ready, right?
That's
I,
all.
I think
That's
it
all.
was a jab, but I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna
No,
let it go
no,
because I
no,
had
no,
took my
no. I
wig
wouldn't
off
do that
and
to you.
I took my
I
wig off
wouldn't do.
early and had to put the wig back on. So I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go for now.
Hey, we appreciate that. We appreciate that.
As usual, Auntie, you are glowing. You are beautiful.
Thank
And
you, thank you. Cause some
My
people,
sister is beautiful. You know, I just had to get her right. You know what
it's a
I'm saying?
catch.
yeah,
It's a
because
catch.
that's really what friends do. And y'all are true friends. Y'all frenemies. That's the
Yeah,
word that
we
you
are.
have, frenemies. You
Yeah.
know, you don't. It ain't like you want to see nothing really harmful happen to her, but you just wanna, you just like talking shit to her. You know what I mean? Just
Right.
phone.
Child, please.
And can't nobody else talk about it. I'm telling you.
Right?
I
Can't
don't,
nobody
I
else
don't,
talk about
no,
it.
no, no. We ain't gonna have that. We ain't gonna have that
So don't y'all come
Child,
in the
please. He be the main one throwing the
because
salt.
they're not speaking from love.
right.
Everything that come from me is coming from love.
That's
Like
love, cause
Auntie Neat,
he see the best in you.
like hold on again. Like I don't know, bro. We just need to go ahead and talk about what we're gonna talk about because the shit kind of puffing
Well,
up
I
in the
mean,
middle. I don't
yeah,
know if
Hey, it
if
ain't
as
puffing up in
time
no
goes.
middle. It ain't puffing up in. It ain't puffing up in no middle now. We ain't gonna
Oh,
do that. You ain't gonna talk that bad about the wig.
oh,
This wig been
So
getting
okay.
compliments
let
all
me
day from the whites and the blacks and the Latinos and everybody
Okay.
else in between. So you won't talk bad about her. Mm-mm,
Okay.
so
Okay. Can I
not
just
her.
say,
so
let me
we
get a
got
left shot. Let me get a right shot. Okay. Okay, Fantasia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Her been getting compliments all day. I was in Golden Corral. I was smiling so hard. I just knew that little man. Y'all know the one. Sugar
You
dad
know
was
what?
finna come over there and be like, "Let me pay for y'all food." But I had my mama with him. I know he was like, "Dog, is that?" He couldn't say nothing because I had my mama with me. Dog, like telling you,
You
her been giving
you
all
you
day.
you know what's missing? All you need is that peach can snuff to go with your wig. Peach can stuff snuff and that food stamp booklet.
and a plate
That's
sticking
what you say. What you
I'm
say about
telling
that
you.
precure?
and a plate sticking out the
Yep,
back.
yep. That
Man, I'm
peach
gonna tell
can
y'all
snuff.
though.
What?
We
What you
got
gonna
we I know we gotta stick to the time, but I'm gonna say this. I never forget when I was about 9 or 10 years old, my aunts they
Man, you
used to
remember
do
back that
snuff.
far?
I do. My aunts they used to do CC, what was it? CC snuff or something like that. She had
say?
peach or whatever. And one day I called myself, gonna try to snuff y'all. Just gonna try it. Cause everybody else they either did tobacco, they either had chewing tobacco or they had snuff. Man, I put that stuff in my mouth. I was like, is this what it's supposed to look like? And I was like, well, what you supposed to do with it? Your mouth, it started watering up. I was like, well, what you
Oh,
supposed to do with it? And my aunt said, you supposed to spit it out. I had to swallow it, y'all. I had to swallow it like 2 times. Before I know it, I was
oh,
just walking around like this right here.
you do it.
My mama told me, don't you never, when I got just a little better, they lay you down and they make you go to sleep. And when I woke
Yeah.
up in that morning, my head was hurt, my brain was hurt, my nose was hurt, my eye was hurt. My mama said, don't you never, never, never try that no more. You start trying to do everything you see everybody else doing. That's why I don't follow nobody. I tell people real quick, I don't follow. And that's the reason why I don't follow, because I was trying to follow all my aunties and all my cousins and try snuff and tobacco. Mm-mm.
Was not
Child, I
for
might
you.
be out there in the field somewhere, in the left field by myself, but you ain't gonna have me up there. Mm-mm. That taught me, child.
Well,
So I
we gonna
appreciate your Uncle Go. If I could, I put some right there in my job, but mm-mm.
we gonna we gonna talk about this week exploring the transition from friendship to a romantic relationship. And
Mm,
that whole journey, and we all know that if you truly I feel that if you truly have a solid connection, you start with a friendship. You truly get to know that
true.
person for who they are, and you love them for them being them, not who you want them to be, but for who they are. We all see potential in others, but we have to accept people for what they see or what they want to be. And in a lot of cases, that be the demise of the connection. But before we get to the end of it, let's go back to the beginning of it and tell me what y'all think about. Have you all tried that transition from friendship into we we smash?
I
I
have.
think everything got to start out as a somewhat of a friendship. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever just smash anybody and then just say, hey, want to be my girlfriend? Like, mm, it ain't happened to me. You
Well,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I'm
test
like,
it out
look,
first.
you
Yeah,
just
test it out
dignified
first.
right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But
But
I
why do you
find
turn
myself,
them down? I guess for it, and I'm gonna let you finish now, Uncle. But I have to stop you for a second right there. But why do men do that? Like we gonna start out as friends, and we smashing and bashing and having a good time. But then when that woman say, "Hey, we should turn this into a relationship," because I've had it to happen to me before as well. But I'm just curious, why do the men say no?
hold on. First, we got to establish what is a friend.
Right, right.
Right?
What
So
is
like
the
like
level
like
of this
we
connection?
use that term too loosely. You know what I'm saying? Friend.
Facts.
But I do think before you jump into a relationship, you have to somewhat have an ideal of who that person is that you're dealing with.
I feel you, but I feel that if you truly want to know that person, you need to know that person, not somewhat. That person need to truly feel they need to show you who they are in every
Yeah.
circumstance, every situation, how they are going to act and react to everything. Therefore,
True.
you know. But you don't really know until that happens. And you can't have
Right.
you can't get that type data if you're not constantly, with this individual to see how they handle different situations and circumstances.
No, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to just plug up my charger. But I feel the same way.
Damn, you
Like
need
I
some
feel
help?
like I mean, no, it
No,
was turning. It
damn.
was turn a certain
Oh
way.
no.
It was kind of it was hard to find the hole just then. Okay,
Mhm.
so my thing is this, and I'm just asking questions, especially on go because you open it up that way. I think that we as females, we go with the friendship route because if you like somebody, like if I like him and he say I like you, but he's not really giving me he want to be in a relationship. For a lot of us, and I'm not on the female, but I can say on the show I am. Um, we'll go that friendship. Let's just be friends and let's see how it go. And then we go the friendship route, and here we are having intimate. We have sex together every once in a while we might kick it, but then when the conversation come up about a relationship, it's like, well, I really don't want to be in a relationship. But in reality, for me, now did you how I feel? I feel like the person probably would be in a relationship, but they just trying to tell me they don't want to be in a relationship with me. So that's why, like, when you open it up and you say, well, I had it happen to me, I'm just curious, why do men feel like that? Okay, I can have sex with her, I can hang out with her, I can do ABCD with her. But when she mentioned that R word that end with ship, hey, I don't want to do that. So I'm just curious because I need to know the information.
You gonna get it on you
We,
Help
we
him
we
out, cause
do what women
he
allow us to do. No, no, no. It ain't no help me out. Like we
right.
men do what women allow us to do. If you
Facts.
if you
but,
are
but
if
but
you
I
are
don't think
hell
we
bent,
allow y'all to do that. But go on.
Hold up, Auntie.
shut up.
Hold up now.
If you sit here and want a relationship, now granted, I get it. You can't resist all of this,
That
and you
too
give
much.
it to
Child,
me.
go on.
It's too
Go
much to
on.
this.
And you give it to me. And you like don't think just because you gave it to me that I'm gonna fool him into being in a relationship. Like it is what it is. Like if you allow me to smash and not be in a relationship, I'm
Hey
gonna,
man, and
most men out there gonna take advantage of that situation.
exactly. It's just
And,
like
and why are you
But
trying
I
to jump into a relationship after you smash? What are you dickmatized?
but- right, but the thing is, why are you having sex without having a clear understanding of where you're going? You're
and for
viewing the
me, and I'm just speaking for me as the only woman. Hold on, Uncle Cousin, because you kind of low. Okay, I got it where I can hear you now. Repeat that, because I didn't want to interrupt you. I just couldn't hear what you were saying.
she didn't
Hold
want
on,
to interrupt.
turn to the left right quick. Turn to the left. Hold on.
Yeah, but damn,
Damn wig probably covering the damn ears.
what was what was the question again, Auntie Nini?
The question was like he was saying that the woman, a man only do what the woman allow, and you were piggybacking off of that. That's my fault. I'm sorry. My volume was just really low, and I was struggling to try to make myself hear you. But
It's all
he
good.
was saying that the woman, men only do what the woman allow them to do. And I get that and I understand that. And you were saying, yeah, that's true. And I guess you were saying that the woman allowed a man, and why do you be in a relationship or dealing with a person that you don't know or
You
had
haven't
that conversation about your
haven't
role?
you haven't had you don't have a true organic connection. Somebody's is has an ulterior motive somewhere because if everybody is on one accord, then everybody knows everything that they need to know. There is no I didn't know I before you go into that physical connection. You have established
But
a mental connection
but
along with
let
the
me
verbal.
say, but see, I get we looking at it from two different sides. My see, you looking at it like, oh, you supposed to have the conversation beforehand. I'm looking at it like, say for example, I meet Joe. And me and Joe, we started kicking it as friends. We just enjoy each other's company. We just hanging out. We just cooling. We just doing what we do. And over time, we start having sex with each other. And I'm
Right.
like, okay, I like hanging out with him. Okay, let me get it out though.
Before y'all start having sex, before y'all start having sex, why wasn't there a conversation to say, hey, I
But
want to take this. I'm thinking I want to take this connection to the next level. That way, everybody involved is aware of where this connection is going. Why give yourself away thinking that, oh, I don't gave him me, now he gonna want me? No, I got the cow in the milk too. What I need to go to back to the store for?
I get what you're saying, but in reality, that's just not the way that it usually goes. Cause you have some people that just maybe me and Joe were homeboy, homegirl, and I know Joe had a bad run with the last girl he was in, and he just don't made it real clear, like, I like hanging out with you, but I just don't want to be in a relationship. It's nothing wrong in my opinion with that. If we start out we cooling and we're gonna be quote unquote what the name of that song is that they had out lovers and friends or
Mm-hmm.
friends with benefits, it's okay. I just think for us, now I can't speak for all women, but I speak for myself. Sometimes it go from let's just be lovers and friends to with benefits to now I'm going through this little like right now I'm going through this little situation with my mama. It's nothing totally bad, but I just need Joe to be that shoulder that I lean on, that person that I talk to. But in reality, Joe just may be like, you know what, if we ain't having sex, then I don't even want to talk to her. I don't even want to
Yeah,
deal
yeah.
with her.
What about the
Now I
man?
feel like, yeah,
You see your
that, but
value with Joe.
to me, I think that, and this is just how and this part of the reason why right now I'm just not into dating. I think that if you continue to let men get away with it, which as me as a person as a woman, I've done it for a long time. Just let the person get away with, oh, I just want to be friends. And then for me, I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna be friends. And like you say, we start out as friends, but it's supposed to build into something else. But okay, we're not building. So now
Was
it's time
that
for me to say, you know what? This
conversation
ain't
had?
building. Let me just cut this off.
Was that conversation had that this is what's expected? I'm expecting us to build something together, or was
Yeah.
that it was the
Most of
expectation?
the time,
Just we just chilling, hanging out. We doing what we do, enjoying life. We're not putting any labels on what we do because we do what we do, and only we know what we do. If that's the type of connection you have, then
mm,
you haven't said, "I expect this to go to this next level." All you said is, "When we together, we good. We together." And that's whenever we both
but
want to be together. And I don't have to stop doing whatever it is that I'm doing just because you want to see me. But when you have that conversation of I'm expecting more of you, I'm expecting more of your energy, and for that you to be there for me in those times of need for me, then that individual understands that, yeah, I want to go hanging with the boys, but auntie going through a little rough little patch right here. You know what I mean? I need to go ahead and just chill with my baby girl. Let's go cook dinner or something together. He understands that when you have that conversation, and he is of that caliber individual. We got, let's be 100. It's some cats that just ain't them. You know what I mean? That just ain't them, and that ain't they're not gonna be that way. They want to come through, smash, and be gone. They ain't trying to be laying all up under you, man, and you want to damn cry and no. It's cats like that.
and I get that, but that was my question to Uncle Goat. Like you see here, if Joe's saying, well, I like it when I kick it with you, I like hanging out with you, I like what we do, but on the same token, why we can't see how this could progress? Why we can't see what it's like to just be around each other?
Can you can, but you get that like you're at when you have to acknowledge those feelings as they occur. That's the point that I'm trying to make. In
Mhm.
most cases, we don't truly state how we feel because we don't want to get hurt. So I'm gonna pretend like, hey, man, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm just enjoying life. We good. But deep down, man, I wish I could wake up to her every morning. That's how we feel. But instead of just saying that, I got to play the cool role because that is the vision, the version of the cool guy. And that's what most guys think females want. Man, I'm sorry, my brothers. That ain't
Mm,
it, man. Be you. If she can't accept you for you, somebody out there like you, man. They outnumber us a lot.
yeah.
So if
But
you
that's
acknowledge
that like and
yeah, you acknowledge when those feelings start changing, then your connection will continue to grow, I feel, in a positive manner. Because your foundation is continuing to be built upon versus throwing in a little damn tater chip bag over here, you know what I mean? Throwing trash into your foundation.
yeah. And I guess just short story why when it happened to me, like me and that one guy, we were like cool. Like we hung out like before we got sexually active or became sexually active, we could go to the bar, we could hang out, we could do some every like movies. It didn't matter what was going on, we could hang out. And then we went on a vacation. It was just one of them. Let's just go on a trip. Let's just see how we just gonna go and hang out. And we went of all places. I can say that we went to Savannah. We hung out. We had a great time. And then that night we get back to the hotel. We both been drinking. We started out in our own separate bed. We wind up in the bed together. And after that, because we had became sexually active with each other, it was like hit and miss when we would meet up, hang out or meet up and have sex. And in the end, I think it just killed our friendship. Like it truly killed the real friendship. So in the end, it was like we can't even really be friends, like genuine friends anymore because we messed around. But then I have guys that I am friends with, and I can't sleep with them. And I did tell the front like I believe if I'm intimate or in a relationship with somebody, we got to be friends first to a certain extent. But if that person come off as being a great friend, I can't sleep with them because I don't want to kill the friendship.
What a, what about letting them
What you
smash?
say?
What if you don't? What about letting
He
them
can
smash?
smash some anybody else. Smash
I'm
who?
just
Me?
saying. You said sleep. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I'm a technical person. So like, what if you don't sleep?
Oh, we just smash and then he get up and go
Yeah,
after we finish smashing.
yeah.
Then no. Mm-mm. I
So
truly do believe that you can be friends with somebody and it can develop into a real, like Uncle Cousin say, into a real live relationship. But I think that all of the pieces have to be like me and my ex-husband. I tell anybody before we got married, we were like the best of friends, and I think that's what helped us. Like even though we were married and all of the stuff was going on, it was the fact that we were friends. So in the beginning, because we were friends, we could still talk to each other. Like, yeah, I messed up. I'm sorry I messed up, but let's talk about it. But when it got to the point where we couldn't talk, we're not friends anymore. I don't trust you. You don't trust me. It was time for us to, go our separate way. But even when that happened, I don't do the whole closure down how these people be like, I just want to have closure. Man, bump that, because these folk don't give a poop about closure. But man, we had a real close. He was able to tell me what I did wrong. I was able to tell him what I felt like or what he did wrong to me. And once we had that conversation, like even now he can call, and I'm be real quick with this. When he called me like 2 weeks ago, he said, "When was the last time we had sex?" I was like, what that mean? Like, is this a trick question? Cause I ain't got nothing. So you got something, you ain't get it from me. And he was like, no. He was like, I just wanna know when was the last time we had sex. And I was like, dude, like we got divorced in 2013. I said the last time I can remember having sex was maybe 2011, possibly the beginning of 2012. And so he said, all right. He hung up the phone. So later on, he called me back. I was at work and I was trying to tell them that me and my LY, we still friends. Like we still had these crazy conversations. We can talk about anything. I said, no, because I can't talk to you about my said life. I can't talk to you about when a relationship go bad. but we can talk to a certain extent about almost anything. He said, and that what the dude wanted me to ask you. When was the last time we had sex?
Mm.
We
So
we ain't,
he's trying to
you
prove the
know,
point that
we
y'all
ain't. But
still
that's how deep our friendship was. Yeah, that we still friends, and to a certain extent, we are still friends. We just ain't. Hey, how you doing? Let's talk about these children. Like these children grown, and you with somebody, and I'm over here still trying to find my way. So you know, everything good. Ain't nobody died. We can talk some other time.
hmm So
So Uncle Go, what you trying to say? Like you can be friends with people and develop into a relationship, or you just be friends and just leave it out there at friends.
You can do both. I have done both. It's like one, you're not gonna rush me into anything. Like I learned a long time ago. Like I'm not gonna get someone to, you know, you may be the perfect woman, but I'm gonna do it in my own time. I'm gonna do it when I get ready. I got a way I'm gonna do it. If I got it planned out, I'm gonna work my plan. If you're not patient enough to wait on my plan, it is what it is. You know. Again, like we talked about
But how do your
last
friend?
week.
How do your
Hey, hey,
friend
hey, hey,
affect
hey,
you
hey,
going
hey, hey,
from friends?
hey, woman, I was talking. Damn. Like we was talking last week. Like, you know what I'm saying? Women, the women outweigh the men. You know what I mean? So it's like, not saying that I don't care if you stop dealing with me, but if you so choose to be, hey, stop dealing with me. Find you somebody that gonna fall into, what you're looking for, and that may not be me. I may be taking too long. You know.
yeah, everybody deserves to
But
be
but
happy.
then again, hey, it's some stuff I may be trying to figure out. Like, you know what? She do this that I like. She do that I like. She do this that I don't like. Can I deal with that? You know what I mean? And a lot of times you could do a lot of things that we may like, but it could be that one, two, three, four, five little things that's not a bigger
Mm.
to you that
Yeah,
I just can't deal with. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I
Like
feel
for
you.
one, I'm real big on inconsistencies. Inconsistency. Like
Hmm.
you got to be consistent. You know what? If I'm asking you to hang out and all that good stuff, but you are too busy to even like maybe, I don't know. Let's check out a 2 hour movie. It can just be the movie. It got nothing to do with, oh, I'm just trying to get you here to smash. If it's just a movie or just let's grab a bite to eat, let's do that. But you're too busy for that. But you may go, check Facebook, check whatever. You going to do this with, you know, everybody else, but you say you want to build something with me, but you
Hmm.
too busy for me, but you're not busy for everybody else.
That part,
Like
that part.
you
We
can't
prioritize. We
can't
do
roll
So
put.
that.
do that affect you going from friends to relationship though? Like the stuff that you just named, all of that go into affecting. Cause see, that stuff
Oh
I
yeah,
need to
oh,
know. Like if I ever
I'm
meet
I'm
my him, I need to know.
I'm looking at all that. Now your him could be okay with that. I'm just saying
Right.
I'm not okay with that.
Mm-mm.
And like like your him could be, I don't know, it could be whatever. Like you know what you want in a
That
person.
part.
Everybody know what they want in a person. So
Hmm.
with that said, hey, find that person. Don't try to turn this person. I know you look at all this and be like, damn, he's perfect. But
Child,
I'm
please.
just saying, it can it can be like you might your person you might not like the way, what I'm saying, he might like the way your wig is, you know what I'm saying? But me, if I'm your
He gonna
person, I'm
love it.
like, hey man, I'm like, hey, pat that shit down, man, before we go out. Cause you
That's
the
how I know.
representation of me.
He said,
That's how I
"Forget
know you the wrong. You ain't my person. Cause my people all day today, like I said earlier, have been like, ooh, and I ain't even got my wig band on. I just throw this
So,
sucker on because
I can
for
tell.
the show.
I can tell.
Mm.
But my person gonna love it. They gonna be like, okay, babe, you short this week. I'm gonna need you to be a little long next week. So whatever he say he want, that's what he gonna get.
So
But so now,
with that being
yeah,
said, you should automatically strike me off your list
You
because I'm a,
let me see. Let me see. Uncle Goat. Line. It's three lines, sir, through your name.
damn, three,
Three,
bro. You got three
three,
guns.
three.
Three, three. That mean
Mm-hmm.
them.
It's three, three,
I,
three, three lines.
you, I,
Mm-hmm.
no, but you just Adidas me.
oh man.
But I'm just saying,
Oh,
find you somebody who gonna like if your goddamn wig cocked sideways, he still gonna love you. I'm telling you,
he
if the
gonna
wig
love it.
cocked
I'm
side,
telling you, even if I take the wig off, he gonna love it. I mean that I don't want the ones that care about what I look like with the wig on. I want the ones that are my friends. Cause we say we start out as friends and then we move on to other stuff. I like it when we just friends and I can take my wig off around him. And even though I got the doo doo prison break going on right now, he'll just be like, you know what, you still my dog. And we dap up and we eat popcorn and we
damn
watch
right.
scary movie during the daytime, and
So you
we
Oh,
just
oh,
sit on the porch and watch the car ride by. Them the ones I want. I don't be like caring about the one that like the weed for real.
so y'all like two damn dogs just watching cars just go by.
They're right. We watching. We sit
Hey,
outside on the porch with me with my hookah, him with whatever it is he drinking. I mean, I partake in the alcohol. It don't bother
right.
me. He just say, you know what, I don't drink alcohol. As long as we can sit outside on the porch and like the other day, my neighbor locked the key up in the car. Shoot, that was a whole conversation. Me and whoever I was on the phone with. Let me tell you, my Hispanic neighbor locked the keys up in the car. I'm just sitting out there looking. That
Yeah,
I need my him
why you
to be
look
right
good?
there
So
beside
you
me,
the
nigga
neighborhood
too.
watch. You the
so
neighborhood watch. You the neighborhood
That's what I'm trying
storyteller.
to tell you.
so so look here, hey fellas, if you out here watching, if the way to Auntie Nene Hart is you got to be nosy as fuck too, man. Like
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
gotta want to be
And be able
nosy.
to take it without
you
my
know
wig off.
you know what? A
But
side of
Hmm?
me want you to like take it off, but a side of me don't want to scare the viewers away. You know what I'm saying? But
Child,
see
you
what
know
that
what?
mean, hey.
You want me to take Uncle Cousin what you
No, no,
want?
no, no,
Because
no,
I'm
no,
missing
no.
him.
We'll do it
Uncle
another
Cousin,
time. We'll do it
Uncle
another
Cousin
time.
wants you to be
No, not
you
today.
at all times. That's all Uncle Cousin ever want is for you
Cause,
to
cause
be.
Uncle Go be trying me. He don't know me like I'm a real life double dog dare you. Double dog dare me. You want to see me
No,
with no
no,
wig
no,
on? Just
No,
say
dog.
that.
No, wait a minute. Wait a
Just
minute.
double
no,
Wait.
dog.
no,
Hey,
no, no,
I don't did flips, roller skated.
no. Leave it on. Leave it on. Leave it on. Now we might get you another time, but not today. Not today.
Shoot, it ain't no shame in my game, baby. All I can tell
Not
you is my perfect him that start off as my friend, that go to my homeboy, that eventually become my lover, that become my life partner. He'll be like, man, take that wig off. Soon as we come in the house, take that wig off. Cause we at
Right.
the house, we chilling. Hey, this is our domain. This is what we do. I don't want to be
No.
talking about, hey man, pat it down. You say pat it down, we getting ready to go out the door. But when we in these for a while, I wouldn't care if I'm at his house, he at my house. The first thing I'm gonna do is take my wig off. It's just like
Okay,
them
but
girls now that they ain't got no teeth, and the first thing they do, they take their teeth out their mouth. That gonna be me one day, cause I'm gonna get all my teeth pulled, and I'm gonna get me them two big old plates. I had them teeth like Uncle Cousin smile one time. Let us see your teeth.
so you gonna try
Smile
to
one
talk about
time, Uncle
my grill,
Cousin.
huh? You gonna try to talk about my grill in my face, huh? That
no.
what you really
Oh,
gonna try to do?
smile! I want you to
No,
smile and show everybody, cause you got all your teeth. So smile, cause we don't know what
you
Uncle Goat
ain't
got
got
going
no
on over there. He
Uncle
might
Goat
be
got all
missing
his
a few
teeth.
teeth. Mm-mm. He like me. He missing his side teeth,
Hey,
I think.
you know what? I'm still gonna be on my best behavior. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. Yeah,
I ain't gonna
shot at
come in.
him. That was straight shot.
You know what I'm saying?
That was
She trying to slick him
trying
in,
to
bro.
lure
You
you
know
in.
what I'm saying?
She trying to lure you in. That's what they do though, don't
That's what they do. That's what they do.
they? Do. Try to
Float
slick
like
you
a
in.
butterfly, sting like a bee.
Yeah,
Oh,
Last week
I'm
it
sorry.
was you, this week it's me.
I'm
It's Auntie Nene.
telling you, like, bro, it's the Porch versus everybody, bro. I tell you, bro.
Hey man. Uh-oh. There we go. Auntie Nene had froze on her for a minute now. All right, need to go feed the squirrels.
Man, nah, I think some text messages trying to come through. Like that's all that is. It's a text
Oh,
message and they
line
keep.
up, bro.
So,
They lined up. How
so,
that inbox been hot, huh?
It been
oh yeah,
hot, but I don't even know what they want. Like anybody just hot for no reason. Like I ain't got. I promise you,
See,
it is October. I'm out of for the year. I had 3 failed situationships this year, so I am.
hold on,
I'm
hold on, hold
done.
on, hold
Like
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. So, yeah, three.
3.
hey,
October just
hey,
hit. So you know what I'm saying? You averaging
hey,
one
you got three
every
strikes,
three
bro.
months. So
The first
why
one
is it
went
not
from
one?
January to. So let me get the time frame so you'll understand what the time frame look like. The first one went from January to April. And then that kind of fizzled out in April. The second
Hold on,
one,
hold
it
on,
was talking in
hold on, hold on,
May.
hold on,
We
hold on,
picked
hold on,
up
hold on, hold
in.
on. Hold up, did he smash?
Uh-oh.
I ain't finna put my
Oh,
business out there in the street like
He
that.
smashed. Okay, go
A
ahead
real
then.
lady
Go
never
ahead. Go
tells.
ahead. Go ahead.
that
We,
part.
He
that was from
smashed.
last year. Now he was a carryover. He carried over from 2023 into 2024. So let's just say it like that.
And you
But
didn't get no
that's how
Christmas
long that one
pajamas.
went.
He carry over, and you still didn't get no
We
Christmas pajamas.
I'm gonna tell you what the downfall to that one was. He was still when we first met, started because he was another one that started out as a friend, and then we were just like, okay, I'm alone, I'm by myself, you by yourself, let's just so we don't have to go through the holiday by ourselves. So it was never no pressure on him about being in a relationship. It truly was a situationship that just fizzled out.
Oh,
It
So
that how we started.
so if you know that that's what that was, how are you counting that as a loss? I mean, you have to
It's a
accept
loss
it
because
because if that's what you made it. If you went into that situation knowing that that's what that was, then that's what that was. So how are you saying that you struck out 3 times already? That shouldn't count as a strike because you did
but
what
I'm
you
gonna tell you it kind of as a loss because even though it was a situation ship, it was strong. Like this guy, and I ain't trying to say it because don't nobody know him, especially like that. Like this guy lived all the way in Austell. He lived in Hiram, Georgia, which is Austell, which is almost North Georgia. So it's like a 2.5 hour drive
Six
from
Flags,
where I live.
Six Flags.
Six Flag, yeah.
yeah.
So imagine me getting off from work on Fridays and I drive 2.5 hours just to hang out with him. So we
Hey,
was even though it was a situation, it was
hey, hey, that thing
it
was
was
good, wasn't it?
You
man.
and that
Anybody
beat.
can, but let me just say it. Right, I ain't because I ain't ashamed. But I drove 2.5 because it was more stuff when you think about
Oh, you
Americans
drove.
and you think about
You
You
drove.
drove.
I
Ain't no you.
drove.
Oh goddamn.
What you say? But I didn't mind
Boy,
driving because once I got to
Rover came at
okay,
you on
because the
foot.
time out, let me say
Hey,
it.
Rover
Let me
came
just
at
say
you
it.
on. Okay, all right.
Huh?
They don't want me to talk to you, Lord, so I'm gonna let her go and finish talking.
But once I got the Allstate, I say Hiram, Allstate, all the same thing. Once I got to where he was located, everything was pretty much on him. We were gonna go out to eat, we were gonna hang out. We always did the fun stuff. And it was always include it was just no promise of a relationship. Like you getting over somebody. So if you getting over somebody, I ain't putting no pressure on you to be I don't because I don't want to be the rebound girl, number one. But it was just so strong. Us hanging out, doing stuff, all of that was so strong. And then, and his child had a situation, so his child came to stay with him. And I just felt like, okay, once your child came and started staying with you, he should have been more diligent or more aggressive about. if not coming to Americas to see me, because he had a lot of stuff going on. So if not coming to America to see me, then okay, let's meet in LaGrange. Let's meet in Columbus. Let's meet in Forsyth. Let's meet in McDonald. It's places that we can meet, still hang out and do stuff. And it went like his daughter was a young child. So I feel like he should have been more. If he wanted to keep the situation shit going, he should have been more. I say aggressive, but more diligent about. Hey, let's see it. But he didn't do that. And by the time he came around and say, "Oh, if you want to meet in Lagrange, we can meet in Lagrange," I was like, "I'm over it."
Yeah,
Like,
but
I
you
don't,
know what? You know why? Because
why?
it go back to what Uncle Goat told you earlier. He had got
Go,
them
Uncle, go
draws,
with it.
dog.
Got them draws, drop them draws. Yep, yep. And he probably had
That
holes in
could
them.
be true. They probably did. Sure, let me think. Let me think. Do I have it? No, all my drawers. If they got, if my drawers got a hole in them, it's because that hole was already there when I bought them.
I
Nah.
hope they got three holes
How
in them.
about them
I
apples?
I hope
I
they
just
got at
want to
least three holes
apologize.
in
I just want to apologize. That was my first jab for the night. I ain't mean to come at you like that.
them.
Auntie
Yeah.
Nene
It's
drawers had them
okay.
holes in them.
If they had holes in them, baby, they were bought that way. There
But
are
see,
drawers that you buy that have holes in them.
oh, uh-oh.
Don't play with me.
Don't play
I
with
have bought some drawers that had holes in them, but them
her.
holes was purposely in the places that they were in.
They had something else supposed to plug in right there, wasn't
That right. It was a plug and play.
So, okay. So, so all right. So we on the first dude, the carryover from last year up to April.
Hmm.
That did you want a relationship with, bro?
Right.
Did you? I'm asking.
No,
Like,
I
did you?
didn't. Right. No,
So
no,
what's
I
the
didn't.
problem?
But from the carryover, it went no problem. When it ended, I think I just felt like even though it was never a lesbian relate like Valentine's Day came because we were still kicking it during Valentine's Day. And when I'm gonna tell you how I knew, not necessarily that we were gonna move forward, backward, or anything, but Valentine's Day came in. You got to think now, me and this person had been because we do work stuff together. We the work that we do, we work in the same organization. So there's been several outings that we were on together, and we'll take group photos. And you know how you be like, come on, y'all know me. I be like, come on, let's take a picture. And so I had put together, and it was nothing like romantic about it. It was just a little picture collage, like just thank you for just being that friend when we be on our work trips and stuff. And I think what threw me off was like
it?
even though I did all of that, like on Valentine's Day, it was like he still didn't. He still it was no response. And the ex girlfriend worked with his mama, and his mama at that point was still pushing for him and the ex to get back together. So of all the things he could do on Valentine's Day, he was like, "Well, I went to my mom's job and hung out with my mama for the whole day." For me, that equated to you still stuck on that girl and you went to your mama job to see if your ex was gonna get anything for Valentine's Day. Cause and I was cool with it. Like we just friends. I mean, but I look at it as a failed situationship because of the way that it ended. It didn't end like, oh well, I'm gonna go on to greener pastures or you getting back with your ex. It just ended like, okay, I'm busy now and my daughter here and I really don't have time. That I was just like, okay, cool. So when that happened the way that it did, and then later on, he tried to come back. Like that happened in April. So like by May, mid May, end of May, because our kids graduated together at the end of May. So like end of May, 1st of June, he was like, "Oh, I really miss you. I want to see you." No, you don't. You just want to see what down between my legs, but you don't want to see
You want
me.
to see what that hole was?
Yeah, you want to get out of that water hole.
You know what?
Child, it
Like
was no
cool.
such thing. That was over with, done with.
So one, kudos to you for not, saying not doubling back. You know what I mean? Because
I
again,
wasn't finna spin no
men
block, but go on.
men do what women allow us to do. Two,
Petrol.
is it safe to say you caught feelings?
I wouldn't
Because
necessarily say I caught.
because because if it's a situationship and you're not worried, it is what it is. It seemed like you got mad when Buddy went to the job with moms.
I didn't get mad. Okay, I'm gonna say it like this. Me and the guy used to video chat all the time. Constantly video chat, video like we didn't even call each other, hey, what you doing? We were video chat. We was Google Meet, because Google Meet, you just hit the person and bam, it's a video call.
Yeah.
So it was like he was a part of my life and I was a part of his life. So when he decided that he wanted like a building that he was managing, he was like, I want to rent the building. I did contract because that's what I do at my regular job. I do contracts and all that kind of stuff. So I gave up my expertise. Hey, I can help you with this, this, and this. So we done did all of this stuff. And here it is, Valentine's Day. I know you, because him and the girl still go to the same church. So come on, they see each other every Sunday at church. Every Sunday they were seeing each other at church. So it was no biggie to me. It was no surprise. It just I felt like if my birthday was February 2nd, Valentine's Day was February 14th, I just felt like even though we went together, we was in a situationship. The moment he said the next day, because I didn't talk to him to the literally like the 15th, and when I talked to him, like I spent the whole day with my mama at her job. I just was like, you know what, Tanisha, he's okay as a friend, but
I
don't
said,
you ever.
I said, hold
I
up,
spent
man.
the whole day with my mama at her job. But I just told myself, I was like, like, I'm
Hey,
like, Tip, y'all ever seen the little
bring
song
your
Tip
child to
versus
work,
T.I.?
man.
I'm like, Tip. There was Nene to Niecy. Niecy that's a long story. But I was like, Niecy, that joker don't like you. He don't
Yeah.
give you the
Hey,
leave him where he at.
he said she hit
And
that
after
tip.
that, it
Let
was
me
cool.
talk to
Like
you
we could hang out.
outside.
Yeah,
You be tripping
yeah, that's how I
sometimes,
felt.
man. I'm just trying to stay true to what I
Stay
said in
true to
my
what I
rap.
say in my rhymes. But that's
Hey,
how I felt. So once I laid it down for myself and it was forever broken, I was like, you know what? He'll be like in March, he called, he was like, we got Easter coming up here at church. I just want you to come and help me pick out a suit, get dressed, da da da. I went up there, we hung out for the whole day. I went with him to pick out the suit, did all that, all of the stuff I think a girlfriend should be doing. I did it. But when it was over,
you
it would
you
know,
had
hey, you want to come to my church?
no, you
Hmm?
hadn't had conversation to say that I'm doing girlfriend or wifely type things. So, I'm expecting you to view me as a girlfriend and possible wife versus uh a jump off.
But she ain't want that. It was just a
At
situation
that
ship.
point, At that point,
Exactly.
it was because I just feel like why put yourself in that situation. That's just like Uncle Goat, and I'm just gonna use Uncle Goat as a hypothetical. That's just like Uncle Goat done made it super super clear that he'll never be in a relationship until nobody's gonna force me. And then I come up and I be like, hey, you got me over here doing we hanging
Hold
out,
on, hold on,
and I'm
hold on.
like, bro, you got me over here doing girlfriend type stuff, and you don't
Hey,
want me as your
man.
girlfriend. I ain't gonna do that to myself. This nigga don't make it crystal, and I don't you mean no nigga like that, but
Hey,
this man don't make it crystal clear. He don't want to be so no.
why
So
you got me signing like Buddy? Do it
Because that's how
again.
you be sounding, but we I don't want to be in no
I
relationship. Ain't nobody gonna force me to be in a relationship.
do. I do.
Oh,
No.
But
Hey, boo,
again,
out there. I love you and I miss you.
how is he forcing you
Talk
to
to
do
you later.
anything? He can't force you
I
to do
never said
anything.
he
You
forced
do what
me.
you do because that's what you want to do. If you do what you want to do. See, that's that space we have
But
to learn to operate from. We have to learn to operate from that space of I'm doing this because I get to do this, not because I have to do this. I get to do this. There are other individuals that could be doing exactly the same thing. However, they can't do it the way that I do it, and I can't do it the way that they do it. There are some things that others are better at, and you have to accept life for what life is instead of trying to force it into what you want it to be. Because you're gonna lose
but it,
yourself in the mix of trying to be what you want to be instead of being who you are.
but Uncle Go, you gotta understand. I mean, Uncle Cousin gotta understand. I was never trying to force him, or that never came up because it was never a thought in my mind. Like me and
But
this
see,
guy, we can have conversations. Listen, to what I'm saying, real life now, we can have conversations about his expectations, the stuff he think that a wife is supposed to do, that stuff ain't stuff I'm gonna do. Like we were me him and I can say that we were having a conversation one day. We were just driving from where he lived to Kennesaw. We were going to play. Well, he played poker. I played on the little slot machine. And we were riding, we were talking about cars, because I'm a car fanatic. I love cars. So I'm always looking at cars. Oh, I like that car, I like that car, that kind of stuff. And so he was like, yeah, he was like, if you were my wife, I buy you that car. He was like, but if you my wife, I expect us to have sex, some form of sex, basically oral sex to a certain extent every night. And I'm thinking to myself, I ain't finna give nobody oral sex no every night. You don't lose. So it was never
Right.
a let's be in a relationship or let's if I
Auntie
when I
Nene,
went to Atlanta to help him pick out a suit, it was
Auntie
because I
Nene,
wanted to.
Auntie Nene. It's females out here that's doing that. They want to do that. You know what I mean? They
That's
want
them. That ain't
to.
me. I
They
don't
want
want
to be
to.
with somebody.
I don't
That's
want to
what I'm
every
trying to
night.
get you to see. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. That you got to understand that when someone tells you what they want, and if you're not willing to do that, you did the right thing and separate yourself, because he gonna get that. He gonna get that whether you do it or not. Now your connection will never be a true connection, a true solid connection, because it's gonna always be something else. Because he ain't gonna be able to be.
It's
He's not
fine.
gonna get what he want or desires from you. He's gonna get it from somewhere else.
And
That's fine.
I
I
think
don't care.
she missed the hint that he threw while he was driving. He
Yeah,
wants you to lean over that damn console.
that part. Give me
See
some of
what
that
going
damn.
on.
Give me a little bit of that hot to it.
Yeah. On the drive up, you know what I'm saying, to clear my mind before I lose all my money in this poker game. Okay, we
Eh,
we done got last year to April out the way because you know what I'm saying,
What?
a situation ship that done fail. You know, you ain't want them with it no way, so it's not a loss. Like Uncle say, it's not a loss.
Not
Now,
a lot.
who else we got?
The next one
so after
started in
that one
February.
came, but I'm gonna say, let me say this one right here. A situationship is not a loss. A situationship that means that these people did not move forward, move to the next level. And because nobody moved to the next level, it's like I don't even want to deal with it no more. They just end the season. It's just like we play football. Like if your team don't do well during the regular season, they don't make the playoffs, so they season what? Over. So that's
I'm not
why
moving to
I
another team though.
Right.
I'm
shoot.
not,
When you get cut,
okay,
you ain't
so
got no choice but to move to another team.
but I didn't get cut. You said my team lost. Nah. What
And
Well,
they
I
in my
say?
case.
Did you want it more? Did you want more in that
For
race?
situationship number one, I did. I
So
didn't.
so so
Mm-mm.
you good. It wasn't a loss.
I'm
You know
great. I'm
you know
great.
what?
lost.
I'm
Now
tired
we
of
on to
burning
the
my
second.
gas going up there seeing that Negro. So you good. Now
Ungrateful. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
you sound like you're a
Yeah,
little upset about
a little bitter, bro. Yeah,
That's
you got a little
Oh, I
you
mean,
heard that too.
no. When you said that about I was tired of going up there,
you
but you
heard.
got to think about it. When I say ungrateful, think of it like this. You called me the last go round when I went up there. You called me to say, "Hey, I need you to come on here help me pick out a suit for church." Mind you, I know your ex girlfriend. Go to the same church you go to. And it was never a invitation. And people think that I go to church. For anybody out there looking at this podcast, I do go to church. If you invite me, I'll go. I'll come to your church. It depends on how far it is and what time y'all meet, but I do go to church.
It don't
But there
matter
was
how
never
far it is
a
because you drove 2.5 hours. So anything 2.5 hours and under, you going.
You wide old.
Yeah,
Wide old. Who want to go to church with Auntie Nene?
within two and a half
Jump in
hours.
these comments and let us know who want to go to church with Auntie Nene. You know, you need to include the address and what Sunday you wanted to be there, the time, who preaching, and what the topic is, cause she want to know all of that. Cause Auntie Nene coming to
I
get
don't
the
care.
word.
Mm-mm.
She want to make sure that the word is of God.
I come even if I don't know what the top the preacher preaching about. I
Oh,
mean, I
I
like
just
church.
needed you to say it.
I
I
like
just
church.
needed you to say it. Y'all heard it.
I
She
do. I
coming.
love church.
Just send
It
her the
depends, but
invitation. Miss
When the
Ryan,
last
she
time
gonna
you went
build
to
a
church?
tambourine.
When the last time you went to church?
Last time I went to church was 2 weeks ago because I was out of town last Sunday. I was out of town. I was in Florida last Sunday.
But you in church
Well,
right
no, I
now.
was in Atlanta. Let me clear it up. It's been 2 weeks since I've been to church. Last Sunday I was in Atlanta. The Sunday before that I was in Panama. But I have gone to church in between the two Sundays. In between Panama and Atlanta, I've gone to church. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They just called me too from church. They talking about cleaning up on Saturday. I got a CPR class, so it's gonna depend on what time I get done because I gotta make my money. But they cleaning up. Y'all want to donate y'all time? It's Whole Truth
No,
Ministries on South Lee Street. We
we
do.
don't,
This Saturday.
we don't. Now
This
tell them about the
Saturday,
next.
Don't Bite Your Mouth barbecue gonna be in up in Atlanta at the Oktoberfest.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right,
So if you
right.
follow
Okay, yeah.
along, come on out there and enjoy yourself. Get some of that good old Don't Bite Your Mouth barbecue along with other vendors. There'll be thousands of vendors out, all cooking on the green egg. Come out,
Oh
check it
yeah,
out.
that's the green egg you were telling us about.
An experience. It's an experience, man, and I'm
All right.
looking forward to it.
What about this next person?
Okay, situation shit number two. Oh, that was Mr. Valdosta. Mr.
Okay,
Valdosta,
hold on. Let me
it,
ask you this:
it, it was a
did,
hot one.
did you want more out of that?
I did. I expected more out of that.
You expected more, but did you like?
Okay.
Did you have a conversation like Unc told you that you wanted more?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we
And
did.
what he
We
say?
had several conversations. He told me
And what he say?
everything that I wanted to hear. You want the short story? Because I know we be on our time limit. You want me to give you the short? So
No,
me and Mr. Valdosta,
I want Unc to drop
we
that
are
cabinet.
part. We're part of a Prince Hall Association. Let me just say that. But he's not in. He's a part of the same house that I'm in, but he's a step up in a different house. So I'm just trying to keep it clean. And so me and that person, we've been hit and miss. Like we be on the same dating apps at the same time. We always wind up matching up. We always wind up having these great conversations. And then go around is like our children are grown. Like in the past, his children were younger, my children were younger. Like I ain't finna go to Valdosta. He would never able to really come to Americas, and our meetups just was not adding up. So what we wind up doing, because my children now grown and his children now grown, I was like, okay, if I have driven 2.5 hours to Atlanta, I could drive an hour and 50 to Valdosta. So I drove an hour and 50
But
Auntie,
they
to
love to see you at
Valdosta.
the gas. They love to
Auntie,
see
They
you at a
do.
gas station.
But
woo!
I drove 2.5, I drove an hour and 50 to Valdosta. We did like, and me and him, the weird thing was we always had great chemistry. Like the chemistry was always there. The last thing that happened that was the turn off, um, we made plans for me to come to Valdosta. And he's not a talker. He's a text. He big on texting, but he feel like I'm supposed to call him. He want to know, you call me, you call me. Nah, bro, you can call me too sometime. So we
If
had a
you
text
want to talk,
conversation.
why does he have to call you if it's you that want to talk? He cool with texting. He cool with
Yeah,
texting what he
but
got to say. It's you that want to talk. So why does he have to call you? Because that's what you want to do. You're
because I
projecting
think the
onto him.
man's supposed to call the woman sometime. But okay,
You're projecting onto him what you want.
that's
He's
true.
giving you what he wants to give, and you're not. That ain't good enough for you. And instead of you saying, seeing that and accepting that, you're still trying to force it to be what you wanted to be, instead of accepting it for what it is.
Again,
Mhm.
he wasn't giving you what you want. You should have walked away. Something as simple as
Let me get
call.
there. Let me get there because it was never he didn't give me what I want. Let me just finish it. Let me just finish saying what happened with her.
Okay.
So there was this case where I was supposed to come to Valdosta, and it was like a holiday in the little time frame, whatever. Oh, my phone died. I knew it was coming.
See, hey,
That
you
what
gotta
it is.
you, you gotta go find you a prepaid card. You keep that thing rolling.
Hey,
You
look
know
here, fella.
they still do prepaid in America. They still do prepaid in America. Look at she
God,
on froze.
she done
She on froze.
froze. Auntie Nene done froze out.
Yeah, but
Hey,
she
man,
she
you
gonna
know, it
she
be
gonna
that way.
watch it. She gonna watch it later. But it seems like, I don't know. You help me out. It seems that Auntie Nene ain't holding these guys' foot to the fire.
No, she isn't.
Like
Instead of, yeah, I hear you, bro. Go ahead.
she
I'm
she
sorry.
she she she, she want this, but she's not
Giving that
communicate that to them.
right, and I mean, you get what you give, and that's something that you know you have to again. Like I said, you go into a connection, you need to know your your desires for that connection. When you see that your feelings are starting to change, you need to express those feelings and let it be known so that it is no question and no misunderstanding as to how you feel. And you know, when you come to that question, you got to figure out, you know, what is it? What is it that is attracting me to this person? What is it that's making me want to be with this person? But Auntie
She
Nene
bad.
back now, so I ain't gonna go and close it out now. Auntie Nene done got back in, you know what I mean?
It took me a minute, y'all. I apologize. I knew my phone was gonna die because it didn't get a chance to charge. But I'm gonna be short with it because I know you were getting ready to close the
Hold
show.
on, hold on. No, don't have fast, cause like
Don't get
we
to it.
got
We
people
out
out
here
here
now.
watching. They want to know what's going on. They gonna be like, yeah. I'm with Unc today. Normally I be against Unc. I be for the women, but like I think we got you tonight. But go ahead,
I don't
go
think
ahead,
so. But
go ahead.
long story short, on bro from and my echo, I'm good. On bro from Valdosta. We made plans for me to come visit. Text message, hey, am I still supposed to come tomorrow? Which that like on the like if I was going tomorrow, which is Thursday, I text him that Wednesday. He said, yeah. So of course, me being the person that I am, I went to work, got off from work, got in my vehicle, got home, got my bags because I always pack up my bags. And his thing, well, you ain't even got to pack up a bag every time you come to Valdosta. You just bring your bag down here and you just leave it. Like, just bring some stuff.
Yeah,
He
you
was
start
just that
right there.
adamant about making it because this is an off again, on again issue that me and the guy were having.
Mm.
So, I had my bag packed up. I texted him. I said, "Hey, I just want to check to make sure we still on mine, y'all. It's an hour and 50 minutes from Americus to Valdosta. About an hour where he live because he live in Lowndes County. He really don't live in city Valdosta. He live in the Lowndes County portion. So he didn't respond. He didn't text back. He didn't say nothing. So I said, let me call. So I was getting in the car, getting ready to leave. I said, let me call. Because I don't want him to think I just gassed him up, told him I would come and didn't show up. So I called him. He didn't answer. I know you're finna get real interested. I called him. He didn't answer. So then I have to say it. So I kept driving. Like my mind was like, don't go, don't go. He ain't answering your phone call. He ain't responding to your text messages. Don't go. But I'm gonna tell y'all, my mind was made up. It was like you told him you were coming. If you don't come when you and him, because he when stuff bother him, he one of them type of people he gonna call and he gonna read you your rights because he feel like this ain't what you said. You said you would come, but you didn't show up. So I was like, maybe he just trying to test me to see am I gonna come for real. So I kept driving. When I got to Cordell, I tried to call again. I said, if he don't answer or call me back when I get to Cordell, I'm gonna turn around. I kept going. Uncle, why you got your mouth
Hey
out?
man, hey, I'm just sitting up closer to the phone so I can hear.
But I kept going. So once you get on 75, I'm gonna tell y'all, just like the men say, don't matter what it look like, smell like, feel like, whatever. It like once they in it, they got to keep going till they close it out. Once I got on 75,
Oh shit.
but once I got on 75, I was like, you know what? You might as well just go ahead and go. You ain't gonna be satisfied unless you go ahead and go. So I drove to his house. The whole time he never called me back. He never texted. So when I got to his house, he like for me to bag in. It just, I mean, it ain't like I'm high in my vehicle, but they had some issues in his neighborhood of people going around taking pictures of people tags and stuff like that. So he would always tell me to back up so that your vehicle is in the camera. It crazy. So I backed my vehicle up and I knew my vehicle was on his camera. And so once I got to his house, I sent a text message. I'm like, hey, mind you, he wasn't even at home. He wasn't even there. And he normally have his truck because he got a Charger and he got a Challenger and he got a truck. So normally, one vehicle is always parked in the back, and then the other vehicle was gone, so I knew he was gone. So when I texted him and told him I was at his house, that's when he called. And when he called, he was like, what you mean you at my house? I said, dude, I have called and text you all the way from Americas to Cordell to when I got on 75. I said, you never responded. I said, we had said I was coming, so I just went ahead and came. So he was like, I'm at the ballpark, because he ref. So he was like, I'm at the ballpark, give me about 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I'll be there. So when he pull up, he looking at me, I look at him. And I'm on the phone with a friend of mine, and we start arguing. So my friend was like, girl, I'm finna hang up because y'all arguing. But his thing was, why would you come? And I never responded saying, yeah, come on. Anything. I'm like, we had this conversation. I've been calling and texting you. And really, he got them draws. I said, and I was like, I've been calling and texting you, and you ain't been responding. So I just went ahead and came on. So when I said that, he was like, man, he was like, what you would have did if I would have went out of town? What you would have did if I would have been somewhere other than Lowndes County reference? Because that's what he do. Like, he's a coach during basketball season. He's a ref during football season. And he was like, well, what you would have did if I wouldn't have been in Lowndes County? What you would have did? He was like, and I was like, you know what? We ain't even got to do this. I could just get in my car and I could just go back to America's. Like, because my money was a little short. I didn't have quite enough money to get a room. And my girlfriend was like, if you don't want to drive back home, just tell me. I'll send you the rest of the money. You get you a room. And it was still daylight. It was like 7 o'clock. Didn't get dark after 9. So I could have got home before nightfall had I just did a turnaround trip. But he was like, no, you here now. You might as well stay. And I'm like, no, because I don't know if any of your other females coming over. I'll just get in my car and go. He was like, you ain't got to.
Hold on. Why women first line of defense be to throw some other woman into the equation?
Look at how we feel.
Like, I'm telling you, women stop doing that. Men do not like that. When you just, let me leave because you might have some other woman, your other little girlfriend. Man, jokers don't like hearing that. Okay, go ahead.
But he was like, I was like, I don't want to be here, and another female come, or you got company coming, because it's usually just him and his son there. So he don't got my bag, took my bag in the house, and so the whole time he going in the house, he slid fussing. He like, yeah, talking about you must really love it here. Then what he said to me, and I was like, shit, am I dip my tie? He was like, you must really love it here because I ain't never known nobody to drive almost 2 hours and ain't even talk to the person, just pull up on them like this. So I'm like, I already see how they going. But in my mind, I was thinking like, okay, he gonna get a little joke out, and then he gonna say, let go eat. Cause that was our thing. We like to go eat together. So I was just waiting on him to say, let go eat. Well, one of the other ref called. So when the other referee called, these guys on the phone talking about the game that they just finna coaching, the game that they got to coach that weekend, and they just talking. And I'm like, do he see me? I see me. So him and the guy talking, but then when somebody called me, he like, we don't do that. You can't be talking on the phone to your other men while you here at my house. But you just sat here on the phone for a whole 30 minutes with your homeboy. So in the end, I was just like, you know what, Tanisha? This is not a good idea. You just, if you gonna stay about then, it's gonna start getting dark.
Like, you could have been back in Tiffin.
I could have.
He got off the phone.
But my thing was, I'm like, you know what? Just go to sleep. I'm like, if I go to sleep,
still been in Americas.
That's true. That's the undergod true.
Oh, you spoke nothing but facts then.
That's what you should have.
But I wind up saying, you know what, let me just go to sleep. So it was like 9, maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock. I was like, you know what, if I go to sleep, I can wake up at 7 o'clock like I do when I'm going to work, and I can take my air back home. So he still had to ref that Friday. Like I went out on that Thursday, got to that Thursday evening. He had to get up early that Friday morning, which he had told me that he had tournaments and stuff going on. And I wound up, I told myself, I said, you know what? When you leave, don't call him no more. And so from that day to
he got
now,
them
I have not
draws.
called him, but
He got them draws one more time.
he did.
And you
I promise you, on everything I love. Cause I don't put it on dead people and I don't put nothing on my kids. On everything I love, me and him did not have sex that night. Cause I'm just the type of person, if I'm mad. Now, if I'm mad, don't touch me. Like, to me, if I'm mad, that's the worst thing you could do is to
but what
touch
that
me.
got to do? What that got to do with the pressure that he got on him or you got on you? You know what I mean? You still got pressure in you.
We ain't finna relieve. No, I relieve that pressure when I get back home. I got some tools in my drawer that can relieve that pressure. But we not finna touch. And I probably would have welcomed it. Like, I woke up like 12, 1 o'clock.
So you slept in a different bedroom?
I said I was gonna sleep because the last time I was there before that time, we had got to joking around and arguing about me snoring. He was like, "You be snoring and you be so loud." I was like, "If my snoring bother you, I can always sleep in the guest room." And so I was gonna go, but
Sound like your ass need a CPAP.
I probably do, dog, for real. But he's Greek as well as him being Prince Hall. So in that room, it's just a whole bunch of Prince Hall and Greek stuff. And it was gonna be a lot of work, but I was gonna clean all that stuff up so I could have somewhere to sleep. And that night he was just like, "You ain't gotta go." I called like, "You know what? I'll just go in the guest room. I'll be okay. You just wake me up when you wake." And he was like, "You ain't gotta do all that." Mind you, they were after him and the homeboy don't had a whole 30, 45-minute conversation. And he keep trying to talk to me. And at this point, I don't want to talk. Like I was over having a conversation. So I was like, let me just go to sleep. And when I wake up, I'm going home. So that's just what I did. Like I woke up that morning. And like if I go in the bathroom and I'm taking a shower, he one of the type of people I think he'll slip for you like me, because he'll come in the bathroom like it's just something he got to do in the bathroom.
He'll slick warrior.
I think he'll slip for you like you in like I'm in the shower. I don't feel no kind of way because I mean I love my body. But he'll come in the bathroom, he'll be like, "Well, I just need to go ahead and brush my teeth. Or I need to go ahead and wipe my face." It's not that he licking at me, but it's just the whole fact that he wanted the intimate. And that what he gave me that I wanted, and I felt like we both wanted, was that intimacy of, being a life partner. Less, I ain't got no shine, you ain't got no shine. So you go in the bathroom, you taking a dump, and I got something I want to talk about. Hey, I'm finna come in the bathroom, I'm gonna spray, and let me finna tell you my story. But and we got that from each other.
You ain't gonna let the man shit in peace?
No.
I'm gonna let you get on her on all the wrong things she done did.
So this time frame, huh? I'm trying to get the time frame right. This from May, and this ended in when? When did we end?
No. The last one ended in April, and she jumped right into another one.
Right, in May. This is in May. This started in May. She just ended one in April.
No, it was May. Thank you, Uncle, because he got it wrong.
She just ended one in April. Now she started another one in May.
In May.
When did it end?
It ended like the end of June. It was like June going into July. Because I caught COVID the first week of July.
Okay.
So we didn't get but like three maybe 4 real visits in.
Okay. And each one of them visits, he got them draws.
No.
Except for the last
visit, the last one, it was no.
That's when he ain't get no draw because he had messed that up already.
He made me feel some kind of way.
But had he just, like you said, had he just said, and he let go get something to eat, he would have got them draws.
If he would have said, "Man, you crazy for you to drive all the way back to Austin, we ain't had no conversation. Come on, let go eat." It probably would have, because the way the conversation was being handled, I felt like he was talking at me, not to me. You feel like you with somebody and they talking to you like you a child. I felt like he was talking to me like I want to hit children.
But I'm just trying to understand. Oh, you stay what? 15, 20 minutes away from me?
Yeah, something like that.
How many times have I pulled up at the Yo, and me and you didn't have a conversation? How many times have you said, "Hey, bro, I gotta run off here," I said, hit me back when you get home. So
Yeah.
I did. It was just 20 minutes, and I ain't go nowhere until Aunt called and said, "Hey, bro, I'm
Yeah,
home
I'm home, bro. I'm here.
now." Now I give you the benefit of the doubt. Y'all text and everything was good the day before, but the next day you call, you text, you call, you text,
No answer.
and he ain't
No reply.
responded, and you still drove your happy ass to about 2 hours away. Like I get it, you know what he told me to come and all that good stuff. I get it. Now we talking for those of you out there that don't know how far Americans is from Cordell or Cordell is from Americans. We talking 30 miles.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she got 30 miles of constant calls and texts
And no
before
reply.
she
And I
now
know
he
there's
ain't
a lot of
reply.
pecan trees out there that you got to drive through, so the signal might be a little distorted. Because some of them text messages don't go out in some of them spots down there on them bike roads down here in Georgia.
Hey, on 280, you ain't got no dead spot. 27, you got some dead spots, not on 280. So she had plenty of time. Bro, I wouldn't have made it past Stripling's if it was me. But she kept on driving. You know what, Auntie Nene, I blame your ass on that one. And I think
Huh?
the world will agree.
Again.
I bet some people gonna be looking at this. I bet their face frowned up right now. I'm like, damn, she thinking. She kept driving. That's just
But see,
stupid.
Auntie Nene ain't listened to nothing I said in all the previous
She
conversation that
ain't
we've
listen.
had because
But
Oh,
Auntie Nene,
listen, this is past stuff. This stuff happened before you said any of the stuff you don't say here lately.
yeah,
uh,
I give her that. She ain't know no better. But
okay,
going forward, we shouldn't have these problems again.
that
We
part.
should.
If we continuing to have the same problem, then we just gotta turn the
You know, we
camera
know
around.
who
We
the
just got to
problem
mirror
is.
the image that we're looking at and understand what's going on with this person. We got to see why are we attracting what we're attracting? What are we doing to attract it? What about me is
Yeah.
bringing these type individuals into my life that don't see the value of me?
Okay,
I think it's just the ones that I'm attracting. That's what I put it
uh,
on.
before we close out, she got one more
I know that's
situation
why I'm
here.
trying to get to the end. When was this? We're May to June, so
Right,
mid June. All right, no, beginning of July. You said around end of June, July, right?
right.
Okay, and when did the next one start?
The next one started, I got COVID in July. So the next one started kind of like mid to end July, like middle of
God,
July.
ain't been 2 hot weeks out of the damn one connection. Ain't seen shit wrong with ourselves. Fix nothing wrong with ourselves. We done
But
hooked our goddamn little red wagon to somebody else, and we riding down this goddamn road. Let's get
That
down
little,
this song. Where we going now?
we are
that thing
going
hot.
to Macon, Georgia.
Okay,
The Mac.
Macon,
the Mac.
Georgia.
Hey, bro, she living dangerous. She playing around and making now.
I say he didn't really live in Macon, but that's where you can say he from Macon.
That's it. That's his area. Okay, okay,
That
okay.
his area.
Okay.
And I just think he went into me like that. Like, I think the conversation was good, the interaction is good, but he went into, and I'm just one of the type of people, like, I'm at the point now, like, if I don't feel like the person into me, then I just be like, you know what? Just go ahead and cut it off. So that, I mean, that one probably was less than 90 days. It just,
It had to be.
Hold
I
on,
mean,
hold
it
on, hold
was
on, hold on, hold on.
July,
In
August.
them not? Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah,
said the
yeah,
end
yeah.
of July. You got August, September. That's 6.
yeah.
Yeah, we
So
right here at
in
the end.
them 90
October
days, in
second.
those,
So
in those,
we ain't no 90
let,
days. Yeah, ain't no
less
90
than 90
days.
days.
Yeah,
Did
wait,
he
well,
get?
yeah.
Did he get the draws?
Mm,
Yeah, ain't no damn. Yeah, he got them. You got to
Yeah,
think about that. Yeah, he got.
yeah.
My thing is, yeah, I get it.
Man.
I get it. women have needs. Hey man, I'm all for it.
Exactly.
We all have needs. But
Yeah.
at some point when you gonna stand your ground and be like, you know what? I'm gonna try something different this time because everything I've been doing has not been working.
When are you gonna stand your ground and say, I am about to be serious about me? I ain't got
But I
time to let
think
nobody else keep playing with me the way that they want to play with me. I know what I want, and I can give myself pleasure. You can please yourself. You can make your day pleasant, however you feel. But it's when you get to that moment and you realize I'm not going to accept no bull stuff. If I see something that I don't like, I'm going to acknowledge, let it be known that I don't like this. And if it continues, have fun. I removed myself because I told you what I needed, what was required of me to be in this connection. Like dude in Tifton, bro told you he don't like to talk. He just like to text. You wanted
That
to
all.
text. I mean Val, yeah, Val, I'm sorry. Yeah, Val, yeah, you wanted to talk on the phone. Bro don't want to talk on the phone. But I mean there were a lot of different scenarios in that scenario that raise your eyebrow, you know what I mean? Like what really going on, but it is what it is because that's what it was, you know. And how do you feel that those three situations?
Ships.
How do you feel the transition from friendship to a romantic connection, from friendship to
um
fuck? Let's don't keep it real. We on the porch. How do you feel that transition from friendship to fucking? How do you feel that was sufficient time in the friendship stage to transition to fucking, or do you feel that you rushed the gun and you should have just went ahead on the grab that little rabbit or that little vibrator and rolled one out real fast versus giving yourself away?
I definitely feel like two of the three, the one in Atlanta in Austell and the one in Macon, should have just left it as friends. Now the one in Valdosta, he's the only situationship that probably had potential because, like I said, we were always on the same dating app. We always met, and even here recently, like the storm, like Valdosta took a major hit in the storm. I just reached out to him. I was like, hey, I'm just checking to make sure everything like. And every day we text, it's like back and forth. He'll say, well, we still ain't got no power. We had a little joke, but it ain't no such thing as, hey, I'm trying to get back with you, or I'm trying to rekindle whatever it is we had. It's genuine. I'm just trying.
Moonlight and it feels so good.
It really is. I'm just trying to check to make sure. Like every time we talk, he'll say they ain't got power. He like, man, we still ain't got power. It's like I feel my heart break for them because of the storm and the situation that they in. But the other two, like Austell, we were work friends. Like we were people that worked together, and we did a very good job just working. Like, cause with the work that we do, we might be in Savannah, we might be in Mobile, we might be in Macon, we might be like, cause they move the conferences around, and I'm like, had we just remained friends. Now, when we go to these conferences, it won't feel so awkward. Like we got a conference coming up in December, and I truly just feel like it's gonna be awkward because I don't look at him. Hmm?
Oh, you gotta keep us posted on that one.
Yeah,
We go to a training in December.
matching pajamas
No, no.
at the
I
conference.
mean, when I'm over somebody, this just me. This just how I feel. It don't matter if we start out as friends, we start out in a relationship, or I mean, because I just don't burn bridges. Like of all the people I've dated, been with, situationship or otherwise, I can call them. I can call them and say, "Hey, I need X, Y, Z," and if they got it, they gonna come through. But I just feel like when I'm over somebody or I'm done with something, I'm done with it. And I usually will give myself more time, but like me and I had already when I left Austell, I had already been like, okay, I'm finna create me a dating profile. And me and Buddy from Valdosta, per usual, it don't matter. We can be on POF, we can be on what we on Tinder, we can be on Facebook dating. It don't matter what dating site we on, we always match up. He see my picture. Oh, here go my baby, and he swipe right, and I see his picture. Be like, here we go again, and I swipe right, and it just be
Why
one of those.
why
Hmm?
you swiping right if it didn't
If
work
you know
out?
that ain't what you want.
Because the other
Again,
time,
if you get serious about you, ain't nobody else gonna take you
but the
serious.
truth of the matter is, it's not even that. The reason why I swipe right is because back in the day, it never got a chance to take off. Mind you, my children were young, his children were young. So when our children were young, we weren't doing the traveling. It was never like if we were gonna meet, we were gonna meet either Albany or we were gonna meet in Tilton, and it was not gonna be no overnight trip. Like we might, cause like we said, we all adults. You decide when you ready to have sexual intercourse with somebody. So let's keep that part real. But back
Day
in the day
one.
when, huh?
On day one.
No, not day one. You don't. I mean, I don't. The people that I have, even though with them situationship, it was some days in. It took. Maybe they were just telling me what they thought I wanted to hear, but we were at least 2 to 3 weeks in before it happened.
Okay. Hold on. Let me ask you this. Buddy over there at Six Flags. You mean to tell me you drove 2.5 hours and 2.5 hours back home and ain't cutting that?
But let me see, Buddy at Six Flag. You got to understand. Let me. No. Let me clear that one up. Me and Buddy at Six Flag. I started doing the work that I'm doing in 2016. Me and this man met in 2000. Jacksonville was 17. Savannah the first time was 2018. Me and this man been knowing each other since 2018. We did not have any type of sexual interaction with each other until 23. We
So we
knew
never
each
ride
other,
each other.
huh?
Okay. I know Janet Jackson too.
No. I'm when you know Janet Jackson, but how many times have you been in a room with Janet Jackson? How many times have you been on a work conference with Janet Jackson? You could have slept with her. She could have eased to your room. You could have eased to her room, but it didn't happen.
But
This
was
is
y'all fucking
how
at
close
work?
me and that man were. All of us when we go to Savannah, all of us when we go to Jacksonville, we go to Mobile. Most of us, even when we go to Jekyll, most of us stay at the same hotel. It ain't nothing to get up at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning from your room and say, "Oh, let me go down here to Uncle Goat room." Unless other people out doing the same thing, you ain't finna say they if they is out going to somebody's room, they ain't gonna say nothing because they don't want you to say nothing.
That part.
So, but from 2018 to 2023, even though COVID was in there, me and that man never. I never went to his room. He never came to my room. None of that.
So
It wasn't until 23, like I told him, it went until 23, and part of it could have been because he was in a relationship. Because me and him had a conversation. He was like, wow. He was like, you such a great person. I just don't understand why we never. And I'm like, number one, I was in a relationship. Number one, from 2018 to 2021 or 19 to 21, however, when it was 4 years, I was in a relationship. I had my own stuff going on, so I wasn't even looking for nobody during that time period. But once that was over, and I'm just out here smoothing and cruising. I'm on my Uncle Goat, you know.
Nah.
I'm just saying,
I'm just on my Uncle Goat. I'm doing my bit. Here and I can
why,
do some of this
why
stuff.
I gotta be the bad guy? You know what I
You
mean?
ain't no bad guy. You just do what you want to do, and I applaud you for that. Because had I been a man and I was doing the stuff that you were doing, moving the way you were doing, when nobody say nothing, they'll be like, "Yeah, that dude, he just do stupid stuff, drive
How
2.5 hours, ain't talk
moving?
that female." But because I'm a woman, it looked at it being different.
Why?
How am I moving? Like
Why they look at being differently when you are being doing the same, doing something that others
Because
would not?
he's a man. It's
It's
just
just
like we were
only
growing
it's
up.
only crazy if they think that way. You know what I mean? You did what you did because that's what you wanted to do, and you have to
Yeah.
learn to operate from that place of understanding. Even when you speak of events that had happened in the past, speak from a place of understanding, not a place of as if you're still going through it. Because if
Oh
you do,
no.
you'll mentally continue to be in that place.
I ain't going through, honey. I'm good.
So
But the only thing I'm trying to say from that is, it was kind of like when we were growing up. And my mama would always say that you a girl. Like even when I was married and my ex-husband was out there doing what he was doing, and you know, we be on some get back kind of stuff. I'm gonna get back at him, and we do. My mom would always say, "You a girl, as a woman, as a female, as a girl, you can't do the same stuff or move the same way that a man moves. You can't change that partner like you change in your underwear, little stuff like that."
You can,
So
but
I mean, I
then
get it, but I want
still
everybody to know this out there looking when Miss Nene was on that journey, she had one goal and one goal only. That was matching pajamas by any means necessary. It just didn't happen.
so that's your sincere plea for the matching pajama.
That was my run. You know how they say like these presidential candidates they got to go hard.
Yeah.
That was me going hard. I went from Austell. Took a little minute, try to get myself back together to Valdosta. That didn't work. Then I went on up there to Matt Town. That didn't. So hey, I'm out of it now, man.
But I know that damn transmission and engine was happy that you sat your ass down.
Hey
It
man,
probably is.
hey
But like,
man, we done been
I
out here on
get,
this porch for a whole hour and a half, boy. I don't think we ever been on the porch this long. I haven't. I don't think we ever sat out here on the porch this long. Okay, had that
But
much
we
time,
had a
boy.
great conversation. It's worth it when it's a great And I just feel my whole 2024 relationship saga out there. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
you did
something.
that. Yeah, you did, man. And you know, we done chopped it up on the transitioning from friendship into the remote romantic relationship aspect. And if Auntie Nene, if you ain't learned nothing else, what you got? What you got for
man,
what you got for?
man, I just want to remind everybody of the episode with Martin, because I'm a huge Martin fan. You know what I mean? The love about the episode when Martin was talking to the bookers on stage, and he told them, "You gotta be friends first, man.
You
Be
gotta be
friends first,
friends.
man. Don't be like you need got doing. You gotta get a tire rotation every month. That ain't what your car is for.
Actually, me and these people
All
were
time.
friends. Don't y'all listen to Uncle Goat because he lying. Me and
I've
these
been
people were
listening.
friends first. We were
I've been
friends.
listening.
We
I've
got
been
to know
listening
each
to
other very well. Now maybe they were lying because they wanted what between my legs. Let's keep it 100 out here on their porch.
but you gave it
Hmm.
to him. You gave it to
Yeah,
him.
But do it make me a
You
bad person?
you
Because I
you
know
end up.
this on another show. Wait a minute, because I know Uncle Cousin want
no.
to end this on the right note. But let me ask this one question. Because Uncle Goat, you was on another show, and I've been watching it because it been a hot topic. Do the body count number matter? Because you say you gave it to him like, oh, that's a bad thing. But for me, it wasn't a bad thing. If I gave it to them and I enjoyed it and they enjoyed it, to me,
That's
it
all I
wasn't a
ask.
bad thing. It just means that them three people were added to my body count number that shall remain unknown to anybody. But I'm a grown woman and I do what I want to do. So the question is, does it matter that I did it?
No,
No, as long as
not if
you
you did.
enjoy
You
yourself.
control you, and that's what we've been. That's what I've been speaking from. A place of you enjoying and doing what you want to do because that's what you want to do, and not because what somebody else want to do. You know,
Yeah,
when you
see
when
that,
you
and
doing
that's
it,
how I look
and
at. I don't look at it like all
it's a
three.
different
It just they were situationship. They did
thank
end
all.
in matching pajamas. Here we is
Mhm.
in October, and Operation Matching Pajamas has been terminated for 2024. But I'm okay. Like I'm in a better place. If nothing else, it has taught me that I'm okay with being by myself. I'm okay. My house ain't that big, but get what? It's my house. My bed
Yep.
ain't that big, but get what? I can sleep in the way I want to sleep in it. I can roll around in my sheets when I want to roll around in my sheets. I can snore because people be complaining, oh my God, you snore so loud. I can snore as loud as I want. If I want to
That's
pay
enough.
gas, I can pay gas because I sleep alone. And I ain't got to worry about nobody little ugly crusty son complaining about nothing that I do while I'm asleep. So yes,
You know,
Uncle Cousin, before you close out, I want you to know I'm over it.
Yeah,
It's
you
October.
over
I'm over it, done with it. I can take my wig off, my ponytails can be sticking up on my head. Shoot.
it breathes well. It breathes
Yeah.
very well.
it.
Thank you.
That's
I
what's
just
up.
had to
Hey,
get it
hey.
out. I had a moment just then. I do want you to know. I know you got something saying good for my Uncle because Uncle Gold ain't had nothing but mess all
No,
night.
no,
So
no.
I need some
I
inspiration
honestly,
to take me out.
I honestly think I was on my best behavior tonight. You know what I mean?
Child,
And I
please.
just want to say that body count to body count don't matter as long as you clean, as long as your shit don't look like no Arby's roast beef sandwich. Hey, don't look like that because they out here. They out here.
Yeah, yeah.
They out here
There
now.
are some. There are
I'm
some.
like, damn, what? You know what? Hey, it's like an 84 cutlass. Clean on the outside, but the motor is up.
Man.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
That
You
might be
gotta
what you
be
like, though. That might be
fair.
what you like, Uncle Goat. That might be like Uncle Cousin always tell me, you are what you attract. That might be what you attract, what you like. Get them
Oh
Arby
no.
roast beef sandwiches.
Oh no, no. I see. I didn't say I had Arby roast beef.
Oh,
I'm just saying it's out there.
oh. You sounded like you were speaking from experience, so
Oh, not on the roast beef.
oh.
But
I'm
back
gonna
to
walk
what we
away.
talking about this evening, because we ain't finna go down to talking about Arby's and roast beef. Know how y'all two will do out here on
But I
this
do want some curly
podcast.
fries
So,
from Arby.
there he
I
go.
think me and my
No,
niece gonna
sir.
go get
No,
some.
sir.
You
No,
know he
sir.
always hungry, Uncle Cousin. He
You
always
finna
hungry.
always. But there are a couple of questions that you should ask yourself before you transition any connection to any other type level other than the current level. You should first ensure that the understanding is mutual and the feelings are mutual. Ensure that that is what that other person truly want in that moment, and understand that it is in that moment, because feelings change, because things change, life change, and we have to adjust as we go, and we grow as we go if we know. So if you continue to tune in, the more you gonna know. Until we see you next week, peace.
You gotta be friends first.
Friends with benefits.